dass Prinz William in den letzten 2 Wochen die Kontrolle über die britische Monarchie von einem schwachen und dem Tode geweihten König Charles übernommen hat. Und das sind sehr schlechte Nachrichten für Prinz Harry, Meghan Markle, Archie und Lily. Dank dieser historischen Entscheidung von William.
Good day, royal watchers. Prince Harry has reportedly dropped everything and rushed back to the United Kingdom in what sources are calling an absolute emergency situation, and the reason behind this sudden dash across the Atlantic is sending shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. King Charles has allegedly issued a strip order, yes, you heard that correctly, a strip order regarding Harry's remaining titles and privileges, and it is all supposedly connected to a shocking secret involving Meghan Markle that has finally come to light. The palace is in full crisis mode, the tabloids are having an absolute field day, and Harry is reportedly in complete shock. Buckle up, because this royal drama just went from simmer to full boiling kettle. Quick favor, if you are loving this, hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell to keep getting the latest updates on Canadian and UK politics. Cheers if you did. Now back to the show. So let us dive straight into the madness, shall we? According to multiple sources close to the palace, King Charles has reached his absolute limit with the Sussex situation. After years of tell-all interviews, Netflix documentaries, best-selling memoirs that spared no royal feelings, and enough public drama to fuel 1,000 soap operas, the king has apparently discovered something about Meghan that has pushed him past the point of no return. What exactly is this shocking secret? Well, that is where things get properly murky.
Ist dieser Tag nun endlich gekommen? Berichten zufolge hat Prinz William soeben den letzten Schritt des Plans eingeleitet, Harry und Meghan ihre Titel zu entziehen. Das berichten Insider, die genau wissen, wie dieser Prozess hinter verschlossenen Türen abläuft. Doch was alle beobachten, ist nicht das Verfahren. Es ist der wahre Grund, warum diese Entscheidung überhaupt getroffen wird. Ein Insider behauptet, alles habe begonnen, als William unerwartet ein geheimes Tagebuch der verstorbenen Königin
Because the palace is keeping tighter lips than a submarine hatch. But the rumor mill is working overtime, and the speculation ranges from financial dealings to undisclosed business ventures to something far more personally damaging. Here is what we do know for certain. Harry was reportedly in California, living his best Montecito life, when he received an urgent communication from his father. Not a friendly chat. Not a casual catch-up. An official summons that apparently made Harry book the next available flight to London faster than you can say "God save the King." Sources suggest Harry arrived looking stressed, exhausted, and genuinely rattled, which for a man who has faced Taliban fighters and relentless paparazzi, is saying something significant. Now let us talk about this strip order business because it is absolutely crucial to understanding what is happening. King Charles allegedly wants to remove Harry's remaining titles, which at this point include the Duke of Sussex title and his position as Counselor of State. These are not just fancy words on fancy paper. These titles carry legal weight, historical significance, and most importantly for Harry, they represent his last official connection to the royal family beyond simple biology. Losing them would be the ultimate severance, the royal equivalent of being completely written out of the family business. But here is where the plot thickens like good British custard. The king cannot just strip titles on a whim. This is not some medieval monarchy where monarchs can banish people to towers for annoying them at breakfast. Modern Britain requires parliamentary approval for removing hereditary peerages. It is complicated, it is bureaucratic.
Elisabeth II. Entdeckte. Die darin enthaltenen Notizen wurden als unverzeihlich beschrieben und deuten auf einen brisanten Vorfall hin, der direkt mit Meghan Markle in Verbindung steht. Gleichzeitig wurde Trevor Anglesen, Meghans Ex-Mann, erneut in den Mittelpunkt des Sturms gezogen. Quellen zufolge wurde Trevor stillschweigend aufgefordert, Großbritannien zu verlassen, was eine Welle von Spekulationen auslöste. Besitzt er sensible Informationen oder?
And it requires the kind of political capital that even King Charles might struggle to muster. So either Charles is bluffing to scare Harry into compliance, or whatever Meghan's secret is, it is serious enough that Charles believes Parliament would actually support such a drastic move. Speaking of Parliament, let us briefly consider the political implications here. The British government has been remarkably hands-off with royal drama, preferring to let the Windsors sort their own mess whilst Parliament focuses on actual governance. But if Charles is genuinely pursuing title removal through official channels, that means dragging elected officials into family drama they absolutely do not want to touch. It would be like asking your boss to referee your divorce. Nobody wins, everyone is uncomfortable, and it makes Christmas parties incredibly awkward. Now back to Meghan's mysterious secret, because that is obviously what everyone desperately wants to know. The speculation online has been absolutely wild. Some tabloids are suggesting undisclosed commercial deals that conflict with royal protocols. Others are whispering about private communications that were never meant to see daylight. A few particularly creative theorists are
ist das fehlende Bindeglied, das eine noch größere Story aufdecken könnte. Der Palast hat sich noch nicht dazu geäußert. Noch aufschlussreicher ist, dass Harry nach seiner Notfallreise nach Großbritannien nicht nach Montecito zurückgekehrt ist. Stattdessen hält er sich Berichten zufolge in einer kleinen Unterkunft in der Nähe von Heathrow versteckt, um das Rampenlicht zu meiden. Also, was ist Meghan's?
Suggesting everything from secret property purchases to hidden financial arrangements that would make royal accountants faint directly into their tea. But here is the thing about royal secrets. They are rarely as scandalous as the tabloids suggest, but almost always more complicated than the public expects. Remember, this is a family that has weathered abdication crises, divorce scandals, and enough intrigue to stock a dozen historical dramas. Whatever Meghan's secret is, it has to be significant enough to justify the king taking nuclear options with his own son. Let us also acknowledge the Canadian angle here, because it matters more than people realize. Harry and Meghan spent significant time in Canada, they have business interests connected to North America, and Canada has its own complicated relationship with the monarchy. If this royal drama escalates into a full public battle over titles and privileges, it could reignite debates in Canada about whether maintaining constitutional monarchy makes any sense in the 21st century. Republicans in Ottawa are probably watching this unfold with barely concealed glee. Meanwhile, the British public is absolutely divided. Some believe Harry and Meghan have disrespected the
Geheimnis. Und warum ist es so schrecklich, dass es Prinz William dazu veranlasste, sofort ein Urteil zu fällen? Bleiben Sie dran für die neuesten Updates und die schockierende Wahrheit dahinter. Später Nachmittag in Montecito, die Sonne geht blutrot über dem Pazifik unter.
Constitution beyond forgiveness and deserve whatever consequences come their way. Others see them as victims of a cruel system that chews up anyone who dares to be different or challenge established norms. There is virtually no middle ground anymore. You are either Team Sussex or Team Palace, and social media has made sure everyone knows exactly where everyone else stands. Here is what makes this situation particularly explosive though. Harry has spent years publicly discussing his mental health struggles, his feelings of being trapped within the royal system, and his desperate desire to protect his family from the same media circus that he believes killed his mother. Now he is being dragged back into the very system he fled, forced to defend his wife against accusations we cannot even fully verify, whilst his father threatens to sever his last official ties to his heritage. It is Shakespearean tragedy meets reality television, and nobody can look away. The timing is also suspiciously interesting.
Sitzt allein im Arbeitszimmer, die Fenster weit geöffnet, damit die Meeresbrise durch die drückende kalifornische Hitze dringt. Es klingelt. Ein Paketbote stellt einen kleinen.
King Charles has been working hard to modernize the monarchy, slim down the working royals, and present a more efficient, cost-effective institution for contemporary Britain. Cutting Harry loose fits that narrative perfectly. It sends a clear message that nobody is above institutional expectations, not even the king's own son. It is tough love on a constitutional scale. But there is a very real risk this backfires spectacularly. Harry and Meghan have proven remarkably effective at controlling their own narrative through modern media. They have Netflix deals, podcast platforms, and millions of social media followers. If Charles pushes too hard, the Sussexes could unleash another media offensive that makes previous interviews look like polite tea-time conversation. And unlike the palace, they are not constrained by centuries of protocol about what they can and cannot say publicly. So where does this leave us? Harry is in the UK, reportedly in emergency meetings with family members and presumably very expensive lawyers. Meghan remains in California with the children, which some interpret as strategic and others see as proof she is avoiding British jurisdiction. King Charles is holding firm on whatever ultimatum he has issued, and the rest of us are watching this royal drama unfold in real time, knowing that whatever happens next will define the monarchy's relationship with the Sussex branch for generations. One thing is absolutely certain: this is far from over. Whether this ends in reconciliation, permanent estrangement, or something nobody has even considered yet, the British royal family is facing one of its most challenging internal crises in modern history, and we are here for every shocking development. Thanks for watching, legends. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and we will catch you in the next one.